Good evening, everyone. Welcome again to another session of Goodnight Meditation. Today we're going to touch on a topic that is very much common in the world today, and that is of anxiety and becoming free from that. In the world today, we see that, with all the changes and unpredictability of the events that are happening around us, anxiety has become like an epidemic, not surprisingly. And with the spiritual study, we look at when we look at what anxiety is caused by, we say that it is a mismatch between our desires and uncertainty, where one is not clear whether the desires that we have will be achieved or not. So in a world filled with uncertainty, the only aspect that we can affect is that of the desire. And understanding the roots of desire comes from a place of emptiness or lack, and understanding also that our original innate nature is one of fullness and completeness, where there is nothing lacking, nothing needed in that original experience of the true self. And understanding also that this experience of the physical world is extra, is meant to be for entertainment and experience and expression, helps us to be able to address this issue directly. So encourage all of you that haven't actually taken the course or had the foundation for the spiritual study to explore that, so that it can be understood a little bit more deeply for the practice. For today, we'll just take a moment to see if we can get a glimpse of what that experience of fullness might be like. As always, taking a moment to check the body, that it is relaxed but alert, sitting up straight with our feet on the floor if possible. We do meditate with our eyes open if possible. If you're not comfortable with that, you can close them gently. If you want to experiment, you can use the picture behind me of that symbolic representation of a point of light, which is the form of a soul, spirit, the inner being of consciousness. Just resting our eyes gently on that, but our mind is focused on the inner screen of the mind. And continue to take some more deep breaths as we check the whole body. And then bring the awareness to this inner being behind the eyes, the observer, silently seeing through the eyes as if they are windows. Listening through the ears. Feeling the temperature of the room through the skin. This inner being accepts everything as it is. as an independent observer, independent even from this character that's playing out many roles throughout the day. Maybe a role of a mother, co-worker, maybe the role of a teacher, or even a friend, regardless, knowing that there is a separation between the role and the actor, the invisible actor behind the role. Just like a child that's in a children's play at school, maybe playing the character of a monkey or an elephant, doesn't come home and think that he's a monkey or an elephant. He may play act at home as if he is, but he knows very well the difference between his role and who he is. Similarly, take a moment to see if one can separate completely from the identity of the characters and the roles we're playing. And just simply come into that awareness of being this invisible, sparkling point of light, like a star that is conscious, that can think and feel and experience, that's using the costume of this body, but is not the body. And this being, just like a newborn infant, is completely full of joy. Like a baby that is just happy for no reason. Full of love. Doesn't discriminate based on your costume. Has love for all equally. This being has a sense of belonging in the environment of the home of all souls, the space beyond the physical sky. Space of golden light and silence filled with peace. And just the awareness of the space feels like one is swimming in an ocean of peace. Immersed in that experience of peace, complete safety beyond harm. Part of a huge family of souls, all that are similar to him, full, noble beings that need nothing from the story world. And they can see from a distance that this story world is very tiny, very insignificant compared to the vastness of this home, the unlimitedness of this home, which is also timeless, always existed, will always continue to exist. There's no fear of it disappearing. You may have lost access to it, it's always there. Along with our family of souls, there is also the spiritual parent, mother and father, that always holds this awareness of truth, of this fullness of every being. Being just in the vicinity of this being reminds the soul that the soul is also like his parent, complete and full, needing nothing from the story, to make it complete and full. Unconditional acceptance of the Father of all souls, because he can see the truth of everyone, regardless of the roles they're playing on the world stage. That mutual respect restores the dignity of the soul, reminds the soul who he truly is. This brings also a certain strength, an inner strength and stability. To hold this truth as we come back into the story world awareness. And there are going to be changes every day, every minute. Things are not going to always be the way we expect or want. When the drama plays out. But that inner awareness of the true, complete self being distinct from the roles or the story or the character in the story allows the self to be unshakable, allows the self to maneuver through the world with a certain strength and stability. It can also inspire others to do the same. Taking another deep breath, come back to the awareness of the body. Thank you for joining for another evening session of meditation. Hope you have a wonderful evening and a beautiful day tomorrow. Om Shanti.